Good afternoon, Australia. As King Charles III and Queen Camilla's only legitimate child, I don't have very many things that I'm expected to do. But on some occasions, as the most legitimate representative of the royal family in Australia, I am instructed to do certain things. And it is on this day, January 5th, 2026, that I have been instructed to inform the state of Victoria that it will no longer be called Victoria. As my family came to Australia during the Victorian period and enjoyed a wonderful, fruitful life down here, down under, I have been chosen to send this message to whatever the Premier's name is. I think it's Jacinda Allen or Jacinta Allen. Names are so silly nowadays with all the weird Miss Jacinda or is it Jacinta? Make up your mind. But the thing that you should know that you absolutely cannot make up your mind in is this royal decree that the state known as Victoria is no longer permitted to be called Victoria because it is in a stark and degraded and worrying state that does not reflect to the entire descendants of the entire British Empire. It does not reflect the wonderful monarch that was Queen Victoria, the whatever number. I didn't check the fax machine. Charles still likes to send faxes. I keep trying to send him WhatsApp messages and say, Daddy, please won't you just call me your special. Anyway, William and Harry, they get all the attention, but I don't get much attention at all. And really, I think that I'm the most legitimate of all, especially in Australia. But what chance does a boy or girl have when her mother and father won't even reply to a WhatsApp message? And it makes me terribly upset. But anyway, as long as it is not called Victoria anymore, everything will be fine. And as a representative of the Australian people, I've suggested a new name. And you've probably already seen it, so this reveal isn't going to be all that special. But this is my suggestion. It's called Shit-toria. Shit-toria. Obviously, Victoria being, a Latin root or Greek root for the word victorious or victory. And victory being, the flagship of Lord Nelson, Admiral Nelson, our very own Lord Nelson. It's very appropriate to just remove the VICT, the victory bit, and replace it with something that describes the place a little bit better. Like a big, smelly poo. Like a big smelly poo. Shit-toria. 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 It's the same. It rolls off the tongue, just like the previous name that will not be used at all. And I guess Victoria will be relocated to somewhere in Tasmania, yet to be determined. So I'll send this to the Lord Mayor and the Premier, and I'll say, where should we call Victoria? Somewhere. And just, I kid you not, as I'm going to try and show you, as I've said that, a single raven has landed on the tree outside. Can you see it? There it is. There's another one. Now there's 2 ravens. Look, I'm just like RFK with his 2 ravens, except I've got 2 ravens too. Can you see them? There's one. I wish I had my phone. Look, they're both on the same. They're both on that same tree there. Isn't that magical? Don't we live in a wonderfully confusing place where nature just works? You know, there's nothing really that brings a royal decree more weight and significance than 2 ravens landing on a tree outside the window. It's just like, it reminds me of Noah, who let go 2 ravens and they went to and fro and never came back. Well, there's a 3rd one. Oh, lovely. 3 for me is a very significant number, so I'm very happy about that. I'm going to just show you again. It seems that ravens they must like those fruits. Oh, look, there's the 3 ravens out there. Just so nobody's confused that I'm Odin or something like that. I'm so glad that they love that fruit. I'm just going to let them enjoy their afternoon snack. What a wonderful sight. What a wonderful, beautiful sight. Isn't it wonderful? I do hope that Mummy and Daddy get back to me at some point. But anyway, you should take this very seriously, that Victoria is no longer to be turned. See, because you've pulled down statues and done all this, we can do the same thing. We can petition you to remove the name from Victoria. And if you're very lucky, if you fix all that problems, all that communism in China, or the Chinese problems, we will recall it Victoria. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right. Oh, it's like, goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. I practiced that all night. Goodbye.